Okay, powerful exercise here for shifting. How to hit shifts. We're going to take from every one of our 4 fingers, first finger, second finger, third finger, and fourth finger. We're going to do this. First finger on the A string. We're going to do it slowly, all the way up the scale. And then we go back down. I'm doing it a little faster. Just to show you how the exercise works. I want you to do the same exercise on all 4 strings with 4 fingers. So I picked A string for first finger so I could take fourth finger for D. I won't do the whole thing, but you get the point, right? Now here are the 2 principles. The first one is slippy, slidey, slow. Notice I'm not jumping for the shift. I'm not doing that. I'm doing slippy, slidey, slow. And the second principle, we are supporting the violin with our left arm. There can be a little bit of weight from the chin, but we're not doing load bearing with our neck. We're not using our neck to hold the violin and do this. The more sustainable way to do it is to use the violin. I think of it almost as like driving stick shift in a car. We're sort of suspending. We have this moment of weightlessness. So if you watch, there's a little bit of a lift when I go up, and there's a little bit of a lift on the way down. So third finger here. A little lift. A little lift. That's the basic idea. The other thing about this is that we're thinking about that our fingers are always moving. We're always seeking the intonation. So we want to let go of the expectation that we're going to nail the spot. We want to have the expectation that, like, I'm going to find the spot. And then my finger is always moving. So the way this might look, if you're doing a fully diminished seventh arpeggio going up and down, is that the same motion is happening. The same mechanic is happening. Like our hand is moving along with our thumb, right? And we're supporting. But sometimes we have these guide, the first finger becomes like a guide finger that moves in between. So in this case, for example, I'm doing, let's say that I want to go from here. So I'm going to break that exercise down into 2 steps. And the same on the way down. So let's say I'm going from 1 here to 3 here. We can break that into, so the first finger becomes like a guide finger. But it's always coming back to this core idea that the hand is moving in a slippy, slidey, slow way, seeking the intonation, trying not to be rigid, not to be fixed. And also our neck is somewhat free. Our neck is somewhat free and we're lifting the violin. So this can probably be unpacked more, but this is pretty high level when you get into supporting the violin, when you get into playing these more complicated shifts and stuff like this is the kind of thing that you always will benefit from getting one-to-one feedback from a teacher. If you're working with me, then you could submit videos for feedback or have lessons with me and I give you feedback. You can join our group coaching. There's lots of ways to do that with me or with another high-level private teacher who can give you feedback on finer points of technique like this. Let me know what you think.